Hi everybody, communication and management communication students in 4. We are nearing we are nearing the end of this module, but there's a bit of practical work involved before we finish. So let's get into it. Today we're going to look at the chairperson, the powers that he has, his duties, what he should do, and what he should be like, or what she should be like. So every meeting has to be chaired by someone. It has to be led by someone. And this person is known as the chairperson. All talking, all communication should happen through this chairperson. So let's look at what this person should be like. Qualities of a good chairperson. First of all, he or she must have good communication skills. Now remember, from module 1, we said that we looked at the importance of communication skills and also what could go wrong if you don't have good communication skills. Now we are not just talking about speaking. We are also talking about writing skills as well as listening skills. So a good chairperson has all these skills under the thumb. Okay. A good chairperson must know which direction or what they want this meeting to come from this meeting, what they want to happen when this meeting is over. So they must have a clear sense of where this meeting needs to be steered to. A good chairperson allows others the opportunities to do their duties, doesn't want to take over and show that he or she is the boss, that overpowering type of person, but a good chairperson succeeds in letting other people do what they are supposed to do without constantly interfering or telling them what to do, or you know those people, man. Just a good chairperson shouldn't be like that. Must have self-discipline. So I've I've been to many meetings in my life, and they have been very interesting meetings. And I'm not lying, and this is a bit of gossip, but at one meeting, the chairperson body slammed someone else who wouldn't keep quiet. Things like that. A chairperson must not lose control. They must have self-discipline, be able to remain calm under extreme situations. Okay, so yeah, that gossiping, I tend to do that. I tend to use real life examples, so bear with me. A chairperson must be experienced because with experience comes knowledge, So the chairperson needs to be experienced. They also need to be impartial and a good sense of judgment, not take sides in the meeting. And mustn't be long-winded. Those people who carry on and on and on about something. Well, a good chairperson knows how to get to the point very fast so that the meeting doesn't last until 9 in the evening, which are some meetings that I have attended in my life. It's not fun. So a good chairperson reaches the point, gets to the point. So a chairperson has certain duties, certain things that he or she must do before and during the meeting. They must make sure that the meeting is started properly in the right way, so that is take attendance, read apologies, make sure that a quorum is present. Quorum means the minimum amount of people who must be at a meeting so that the meeting can be legal. Must make sure that the meeting is opened properly and people are welcomed. We're going to look at that when we look at the notice, the things that must be done for a meeting to get started. A chairperson must make sure that all the rules are followed. Remember the rules, the constitution, the statutes, the customs, common law. So the chairperson makes sure that all those rules are followed. He or she makes sure that a quorum is present. Like I said just 2 sentences ago, a quorum is the minimum number of people that's allowed to be at a meeting for the meeting to be legal. So you can't have an organization with 50 people and then 2 show up and they make all the decisions and expect those decisions to be legal. So there has to be a quorum is normally half plus 1. So if there are 50 people in the organization, a quorum would be 26 people, which is half of 50 plus 1. Okay. So the chairperson must make sure that enough people are at this meeting, must make sure that you stick to the agenda. You do get a program of what's going to happen or what's going to be discussed in the meeting. So the chairperson must make sure that people stick to this agenda. Must also make sure that order is maintained. People don't hit each other. If they have heated discussions, the chairperson must remain objective and mediate these discussions. Now, we have seen in our wonderful country that people attack each other in meetings and hit each other with water jugs. So a chairperson is the one who has to make sure that these things don't happen. Must also make sure that accurate time frames are followed, that the meeting is ended timelessly, that it doesn't carry on until 9 o'clock in the evening. And so you might have noticed that I have 9 o'clock stuck in my brain, but it's because I've been in a meeting from 12 o'clock until 9, and without food. So the chairperson should make sure that accurate time frames are followed. Not too much time is spent on a point on the agenda, so that the meeting can end on time before 9. The chairperson must also make sure that arguments or debates are concluded, that decisions are made, that conclusions are reached, and it doesn't just not leave it in the air, So when you walk out of that meeting, you feel like you've achieved something. And that's why the chairperson must make sure that these debates are concluded. And then when there's voting and there's a tie, the chairperson has the power to make the decision. They have the casting vote. So if there are 26 people in a meeting or 25 people in a meeting and 26, and 13 voted for one thing and 13 voted against, the chairperson has that final vote to make the decision. Okay, so it's the chairperson. Very important. Yeah, I could say a lot of other things, but that's the end of our lesson. If you have any questions, email me, jeffkeister@gmail.com. Supporting documents, notes for this module is available in my Google Classroom. You just go to your browser and you type in classroom.google.com. There will be a little sign that says join, and then you use the code NWUSR3W, and it will take you right into this module's classroom if you haven't joined it already. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please consider liking this video, and until next time, bye.